Hello traders and Market Club members everywhere. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And let's take a look at the markets. The big news is, of course, we've got a very strong bull market in crude oil. We've been talking about this for some time. You can see our trade triangles came in here. The weekly came in at 53.96. Currently trading at 60.80. This still has more room to run on the upside. And I'll show you why I say that. Because we've talked about this formation before. There's the double bottom we talked about. There's the pivot point. So we go measured from this point here, let's say approximately, I would say 57 to the lower right here, which I would say, let's call that 47, just to be, actually it's a little lower. Let's call it 44. So you got 13 points. Add that to the 57. It takes you up to 70. And I think that's going to be the target zone, $70 a barrel. Let's see how that works out. But generally speaking, you've got a very strong trend. All of our trade triangles are positive right here. Need I say more? Next market we're looking at is the NASDAQ composite. Very choppy market here. You can see we've been up, down, up, down. We're down, of course, today. We have a 55 reading. We've talked about this before. It's a trading range right now. Much the same picture with the S&P 500. Even though our triangles are all positive, it's still a trading range, somewhat of a trading range. We need to clearly move over the highs here, over the 2,120 level. If we go over there, I think we'll be on our way, especially if we can close over there, and that's been the big challenge so far. Still above the 50 line, which is a good sign, indicating the trend is up on the major S&P 500 index. On the Dow, we sort of seem to be trapped a little bit in this market. We have a 70 reading, which is not negative, not positive, just sort of neutral. But you can see the sort of area that we're looking at here. Let me just clear that off. You can see the area that we're looking at in terms of just how it seems to be trapped. If you can shorten that up there, it seems boom, boom, boom. Trading range, but nonetheless, we're right over the 50 line right here, so it indicates support. I think we could do better in this index. Now this is interesting. Gold is creeping up once again. It had a little push down. It's just inching over the 50 line. We have our trade triangle still somewhat negative, but it's a 55 indicating a trading range. And right now you can see the trading range is very clear where we are. So from this point on down to there, that's pretty much the trading range. If we get up there, it's being sold. If we get down here, it's being bought. But again, longer term, I think the market's trying to make a turn. As I said, I think the Fed will eventually want to inflate its way out of the problems it currently has, and I think gold is going to go up again. But let's see what happens, and let's wait for the signals, because right now it's just a trading range with a 55 score. Here's the dollar. The dollar is actually somewhat of a neutral position right now. We've got a 55 indicating a trading range. We're over the 50 line down here, and it looks as though it wants to go higher. If you look at our just a very simple sketch we can put in here, we talked about this with the crude oil, but you can see the same pattern in this market, and that's the double bottom right here, double pivot point. So let's say we measure from 106 up to 110. We're looking at I would say 114 to 115. So I think that 115 area was probably going to dovetail pretty nicely with this area here, this area of resistance. So that would be our first target zone. We think the dollar can go a little bit lower and the euro dollar can go a little bit higher. Hey, this is Adam Hewison. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for watching this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good trading day, everyone. Ask about any market and get an answer. Only for members and only from marketclub.com.